hungry.
Okay. And we're back. Somebody tried to kick us out, so we had to come back.
Boo.
Who is that? Somebody.
I don't
Somebody was
know.
messing with our audio.
Right.
They don't
Somebody got
want
a
to talk about child support.
patient.
Mm-hmm.
We back.
Nelly crazy. Yeah, we're back. We're back. We're back.
Okay, so I did post a question on Facebook, y'all, and I'm just gonna give y'all some responses that I got, okay?
Okay.
If y'all don't mind. Let me go back to my post. Okay, so I posted, when does a woman become too greedy with child support? First comment, never, because a real man is going to provide for his kids regardless, so it wouldn't have gotten to that point where the courts are involved.
That's
So
facts.
somebody else said, when she knows the father will provide regardless, but she puts those folks in their business out of spite and bitterness, trying to hurt him. In reality, it's all about the kids' best interest and livelihood. So I got to say.
The
That's
first comment, I think that's facts. What she said.
It
The
was a
second one,
he. It was a he. These aren't
oh,
men talking.
oh, it was, yeah, it was. Well, he was speaking facts. Even like the second one, it should be about the child. I don't know why we keep going back to the man being hurt, because if you're really taking care of your responsibility the right way, child support is not going to be involved. From my point of view, it should not be involved. Now, there are some women out there that are spiteful, but that's a whole nother topic. Like, they have to deal with whatever issues they're going through. But if, like I said, if you are doing the right thing as a man, a good woman is not going to just put you on child support to be spiteful. I'm just sorry. I can't agree with that.
so let me ask y'all this because I watch a lot of judge shows. And so one of the things that Judge Mathis always brings up is like, what about the moms that are like, yeah, I'm not gonna do child support. We don't need it. I take care of my child. However, child support, right? Like we was just stating, is supposed to be for the child. So is that interpreted wrong for a mom to say then that, oh no, I ain't never got child support. I don't put him on child support. However, it's not for you, it's for the child. And what about when that child gets 16 and wants a car, or when the child is 18 or graduates high school and needs money for college, trade school, first apartment, whatever they decide to do? The money was never for you, sweetheart. So how do you feel about that realm of it as well?
Yeah, that sounds pretty selfish to me because at the end of the day, if it's for the kids, I mean, of course, you're going to make sure, like the lights and water and all that good stuff is taken care of. Obviously, a roof over their heads and food in the fridge. But it's unfair to the woman to have to do everything, situation by herself. And it's even more unfair to the kids because it's like, it's not like Dominic was saying earlier, they don't know, kids, they just want to be with parents at the end of the day. They need this, that, like we, try to give them. But it's just like you have to, just have to see enough to just pull your own weight because it's not fair for the mother or the kid to have to, just worry about everything on their own. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I was gonna say earlier too, why most of the time talking about
T, mute yourself real quick. Sorry. Go ahead, Natalie.
make it seem like it's a bad thing. Like if you are put on child support, like they just hate you, or, you know, and I thought it was just like helping when you can't make a mutual agreement. I thought it was just somebody coming in and helping and saying, okay, this is what it's going to be based off of finances, based off of, you know, your job and whatnot. But every time I hear about child support, it's like, dang, they put you on child support. Like, that's like the worst thing in the world. Like, they don't fuck with you or whatever. I'm like, dang, I didn't know it was such a negative stigma on that whole concept.
I think so, but I think that's when it go back to the courts. Like, I think they really made it look that way. I don't really think. I was telling Edwina earlier, I wonder if child support was only made for people who actually got married and then they got divorced for some odd reason. For some reason, what would people do then?
That's a good point.
Yeah, it is a good point. But I'm gonna piggyback on what Natalie said. That's what the court is sort of for, um, to have a mutual agreement. Um, because you have to remember, a man is not going to want to pay most of his paycheck, and he shouldn't have to pay most of his paycheck. You see what I mean? A woman has to be understanding as well. So if a man's not trying to give in and a woman's not trying to give in, you have to have a mediator, um, in the middle. You see? So we could go back and forth with child support all day, every day, because people are going to get offended about child support. People don't like to be, on child support. You know, you may say, "Oh, my baby mama is being spiteful and put me on child support." You never thought maybe this woman don't want to deal with your attitude, you not paying on time, her chasing behind you. Like, who wants to deal with that every month? Hey, it's the feds. Can you please send $10? I don't have it. It's the 13th. Can you try to pay something? I don't have it. No grown woman wants to chase behind a grown man for any type of support in the first place, you know? So a lot of women, they do it on their own. And then if a woman say, okay, well, I need you to help pay X, Y, and Z, or else not see the kids, that's the issue, which it is. And I'm gonna say this on live too. If a man never pays you a child support a day in your life, don't you ever keep a child from him. I'm gonna say this again. Don't you ever keep a child from him. You let that child grow up and see what type of father he is on his own. You see what I mean? You cannot sit there and put a kid involved in grown people's situations. That is going to, I'm not going to say ruin a child, but scar a child. Because at the end of the day, they think daddy is a hero. It doesn't matter how bad a dad can be, they still think their dad is a hero. You see, so let that child grow up and see what type of father that child is. You see, now if a dad is being abusive, that's a whole nother ball game. Don't do it. But just to be spiteful and be hateful, don't do it, because you're hurting the child. Because the child really needs a mother and a father at the end of the day.
I agree with that, Edwina.
You know, I just wanted to throw that out there. It is hard for some single moms that are not getting the support. I get it. I understand. I see you. I feel you. You know, you may have to work an extra job. You're praying that he does right by you and the child, or not just not by you. You're praying that he does right by the child, because at the end of the day, the child is the one that's getting affected by it. You know, because you never know what that mother is going through. If that mother can actually keep a roof over that child head. You see what I mean? It's hard. Um, but like I
Did y'all
said,
hear about, not trying to cut you off,
no,
Edwina.
you're fine.
Did y'all hear about the man who dropped 80,000 pennies in the front yard for his last child support payment?
Yeah, I'm
No,
hearing so much noise.
but that is funny and that is petty. Who would do that?
I thought it was, I guess he was tired. He said he's been going through this for 18 years and he had it like, so when the lady came outside, she was like, "What are you doing in my front yard?" She didn't even know it was him, but he was dumping all the pennies like in front of their house.
So what was the point of that?
He said that he's been stressed out for 18 years paying child support.
Man, but don't you think she was stressed out for 18 years taking care of a child?
So how many was it? 8,000?
80,000.
80,000.
And I'm not trying to cut you off, Dominique. It kills me when a man say they're stressed out about paying child support, but you don't think the woman's stressed out? It goes both ways. Like,
And
and
that's
then
on
on top of that, half of the men, and I'm not trying to be funny, and please, if you guys get offended, it's not supposed to offend anybody. Half of the men now today that are on child support already been on child support from another baby. They already have 2 or 3 different kids out there. You see? So you're stressed out because you're making all these babies and you can't take care of them.
and 80,000 pennies is only $800. He could have just went on to the
Well, I'm
And it
glad you.
wasn't
I'm
really
glad
a
you.
big
I'm glad.
deal at
I'm glad.
first.
I'm glad you did the math, Natalie, because $800 can go on and it can go by pretty
But that
fast.
was his last child support payment. I feel like it wasn't a real big deal. It hit social media when the mother said, "You know what? We just gonna donate this to the abuse fund."
Mm,
That's when everybody started talking about it.
I see. That's a mess. That's so petty.
But that's when it hit the news.
Yeah, Natalie, that was really petty. He could have
Right.
been like, "Hey, let me just get my child and spend the weekend with him, and I'm gonna, I'm gonna spend time with my child." But
But you don't know what he could have been going through. He might have lost his driver's license, passport, like his freedom.
But Dominique, we're going back to the point. If they pay something or pay their child support, they won't lose anything. If we go to court right now and the judge said, "Dwayne, you have to pay X, Y, and Z, or there's going to be a consequence," you have to pay it. There's no way around the law. Like Natalie said, child support is really supposed to be a way for mediation because nobody's coming together to make a financial plan for the child. So the judge is taking your income, his income, and making a plan for the child.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah, I think because it's not, y'all not muted, I think. Maybe. What else you got for us?
I couldn't hear you, Dominic.
Yeah, they don't want us talking about this, do they?
You see what happens when you speak some truth? They telling these grown men to go pay that child support on time. Let me stop. Let me stop being messy, y'all. Let me stop. Let me stop. Shouts out to the men that do take care of their kids. Much love. I have much respect. You guys are always welcome on the show.
Edwina.
I'm here, darling.
Yeah, I know it's not me. It's not my mic.
I don't know. It's not my mic either. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Y'all, we gonna move on from this child support stuff because now we need T back in the building here, and so we
Yeah,
need to
we
talk
do.
about feminine man.
Yeah, we do. We do. Oh, I am so hungry, y'all. Would it be wrong if I do Uber Eats?
Yes, definitely. It will be very wrong.
Man. And you know, by my house, right, we have a place called Wing Ranch. Man, they got the best wings. I can do Wing Ranch because it's chicken, Dominique. It's no carbs.
No, Well, yeah,
Why?
you could do wings.
Yeah, I could do wings. I could do wings, just no fries. Or I could do a small fry.
Girl, stop.
Man. Ooh,
Where
ooh, ooh.
Natalie at?
Natalie having a good time with her hookah. She ain't paying attention to us and our child support issues. She
Yeah.
like, this is too much for me, darling. Natalie gonna have a man that's already equipped, right?
I hope
Girl, I pray.
it's been.
Huh? Yeah. Oh, sorry. She said husband. You corrected me quick. I received that. Let you have a husband, girl. Yeah, she said a husband is different from a man.
I didn't say husband. I said a
Oh,
conversation made my head spin.
oh, head spin. Oh, well, that's even better.
Oh yeah. Okay, everyone. I'm sorry we're having this audio issues today. I do apologize for the inconvenience. We finna get back on it though.
Yes, we are.
Let our girl T get back in the building.
Yeah.
We got feminine man, mama's boy. Would you give him a key?
Nope.
A
Oh,
feminine.
sorry. Me.
Hey, I posted, and by the way, I posted all these topics on Facebook, and I
Nope.
got feedback for all of them.
Nope. Let me tell you one thing. I guess when you get older, you learn more. And I guess everybody went through that phase. Okay, not everybody. Edwina went through that phase when she did give her key up real fast, but that's not happening no more. You go through life experience that will change your
Wait,
image
wait,
of a
wait,
lot of
Edwina, how fast? How fast? Tell us how fast.
that. How fast what?
How fast you gave up the key?
Um, I'm gonna say with the I'm gonna say within 3 months.
Okay.
But listen, but listen, I was like committed and before I even met him, I was single for like I'm gonna say maybe 2 3 years. But I mean I wasn't rocking with nobody. I wasn't rocking with nobody but just Netflix and myself.
So let me
Okay.
ask you this question: what made you give him a key?
His
How did you get to that point where you said,
some
"Here you
some
go"?
some men have a charm about them where they can make it seem like you're the only woman in the world and the only one they want to be with. And when this person said, "Hey, I want to have a family," and I already had a child, of course, and he bonded so well with my son, I was like, "Oh my God, I can see myself dropping my wall for this man," and I did,
Drop,
baby. And I
dropping your.
did. I dropped that wall. I dropped some bricks. But you know what? I can say now it was a lesson experience for Edwina. And it elevated me to a whole nother level leaving that relationship. So I'm glad I went through that season that I did. But yeah, that's why I gave him the key so fast because he made me feel like the woman I wanted to feel like. He made my son feel amazing. I thought he was a father figure, but sometimes people can portray to be something and not. There are a lot of people out there that wear, them Batman masks.
Well, it took me a year, a whole
Well,
year,
my very first relationship, it took me a very long time. I'm talking about my most recent one. Yeah,
and
so
I
not so
don't
much.
think it was so much of giving him a key, but we actually moved in after a year.
Yeah. Now, I would say this, Dominique, if you guys are trying to get an apartment together, that's a different story. But if you're already been established at a place that you're staying at, and then he just comes along, that's different. Now I view things different. Now I got to make sure, okay, he's been at his apartment for at least 6 months and he's paying his bill. Like the conversation we had last week with the 50-50 rule. And if you guys have not seen that clip, that episode, go back, take a look at it. It was last Friday. We had a topic about the 50-50 rule. It was pretty awesome. It was awesome, not pretty awesome. It was awesome. We went in great on that topic last week. So please go back and take a look at the 50-50 rule. So, they will have to have their own place. They will have to be well established. They will have to already be paying bills, and then we'll come together and move in together.
I'll share some of the feedback I got. Sorry. I'll share some feedback that I got on Facebook. Nat, you're still here? Let's see.
Natalie having a good time with her hookah.
Let me share with you while we wait on tea. When do you give him or her a key? I got never, because I got my own. And this was a man.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's good though,
Yeah, that is good.
right?
Yeah. But I just said that, Dominic. I just said you keep your own place. He keeps his own place until y'all establish a place together. That's what you do.
Cool. Yeah, I feel that too. I feel you on that one.
Yeah.
And that's how it was for me, because I wanted to make sure that I was doing the right thing. I didn't just want to jump out there.
Yeah.
And then at the time, I was afraid of commitment, definitely. I think we got some ladies out here afraid of
Yeah.
commitment. And
Yeah.
I just
But
wanted to
why
see
is
how it
that,
was going.
Dominique? Why is that? Did you feel like you didn't like heal from your last relationship, or do you just feel like you already had him in the category of all the other men?
No, no. I never judge from my previous relationships.
Yeah, that's
Actually,
good.
before that, my previous relationships, I've never given nobody a key.
Okay.
Nobody. Like, you no, you got to call before you get here. Like, you have to let me know, and you could not just pop up. No.
Yeah.
But like, it took me a whole year because I just wanted to make sure, like I said, at first I was afraid of commitment and I didn't want to just jump out there and live with someone and then regret it.
Yeah.
So I was afraid of commitment with him, or if it would have been anybody else.
Yeah. That's
Natalie, what
true.
you think?
I've
How long before he get a key?
um it really just depends on the person. I don't mind, just for the simple fact of like having a spare key. At least I know somebody has it if I lose mine or something happens, or if they need to go get something and I'm not there. Okay, cool. But I mean, most of the people, like, we would have an understanding. Like, I've shared keys with people before, but we had a mutual understanding where it's like, at least let me know before you're about to pull up. Like, it's not gonna be no type of pop-up type of situation. Or if we were even on that, giving keys, like, we were cool enough to know, like, the boundaries. Like, I would never
Right.
give my key to anyone that's just gonna be showing up at any given moment, or like if I don't want them there. If I've given you my key, like, you can do that, because I'm not, on nothing. I don't have no reason to be not at home if you think I'm at home, or it's just never been that type of situation, thankfully, where it's been like somebody annoying as hell has my key and they're just gonna pop up while I'm not there and go in there, and I feel like I can't trust them, or they're gonna pop up while I'm home and it's like I don't want to be bothered. It's usually like the situation where I have a key to their place, they have a key to my place, and it's more for like safety precautions, just in case like I lose mine, or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I can understand that. I have somebody that has the key to my car because I'm not good at you know
let me put
I'm
it like
locking
this.
myself out.
Let me put it like this, Natalie. When will you let him move in? Or what is a good time frame for you to move in with someone that you've been dating and in a relationship with?
I would say I don't really put times on. I don't like to put time constraints on things because, like I said, everybody's different. And if you're just feeling the vibe, hell, I'll move in next week if you need me there. Like, I'm a person, like, I risk for,
Yeah.
like,
Nelly.
I'm I'm major, like, real player vibes, I like to cake and I like to be up under people. So it's like, I'll come right now. I'll fly out. I'll be there for 2-3 weeks, a month. I'll stay for however long you want me to stay. But I still need to
Okay.
come back.
Natalie, that's not true. So what if you move in with him and he smacks while he's eating?
Yeah, no, I gotta go.
I knew you were gonna be like, no. Haven't you guys noticed that once you move in with somebody's like, man, I didn't picture this person this way?
That's
Like,
a deal breaker for her.
huh? Yeah, that's a deal breaker for me too.
Yeah,
No, you can't do that.
somebody's living when you move in and you really either get turned off, and most of the times you get turned off. That's like there's no other option.
There's no other option. I hear you, Natalie. I hear you, girl.
But yeah, it depends. It depends on the person. Some people, I don't know. As I've gotten older, it's definitely not as easy to just be playing house as, college days. Oh, everybody's on campus. Cool. Come over, stay over. Cool. We're kicking it. Okay. But you have your own place to go back to at the end of the day. But now it's like you can't just be that trusting with people nowadays. You have to see long months and months of consistency from someone before you're just like, yeah, just plop your ass on the couch and chill for however you long. Here's the key. I'll be back later. And like,
Somebody said that. Somebody said on Facebook too. They elaborated on my post, and they said that a lot of people is not trustworthy anymore. So you gotta be careful with that.
I'm telling you, back in the day in
Yeah,
college,
that's true. That's so true. They'll come in your apartment and sneak through your stuff and eat your snacks. So don't trust them.
I'm telling you, not going for it.
T, where you at? What else y'all got for me today? I know we also mentioned one of the topics was feminine man.
There's no such thing as a feminine man. It's called that he's gay.
What?
Yes.
No, girl. No,
Okay.
it is some feminine man
What
that
do you?
they
But
do
what?
have
But
a
what do you
feminine
mean
side.
by that? What? That's what I'm saying. When your definition of feminine, when you say feminine, what do you mean by feminine? Like, is he getting his nails and toes done, or is he wearing tight jeans? Like, what's your
Some people
definition of
think that.
feminine?
Some people think that they feel like that men who like to groom themselves and get their nails done and their toes done, like that's
Because
a feminine trait.
my definition of feminine, like when I see the men on like TikTok and they can bounce their booty better than me, I think that's feminine, right? Are they straight or what?
Nah, that's too far from
But
feminine.
there's some straight men that could pop their booties, pop pop pop.
No,
So,
we talking about like like the rappers. Some
but
rappers nowadays they wear heels. Like, what's up with that?
that's not feminine. That's gay.
No, I don't.
So you're saying wearing high heel shoes,
And even some
women's
men out
shoes,
here wear tight pants too, though. What you got to say about that?
Dominique. Okay, let me say this to you. Okay, I'm not gonna say gay.
Like the little skinny jeans?
First off, I'm not gonna say gay. First off, I'm not gonna say gay. That person could be under the down low. But you know what? I'm not gonna say that either because you have the thuggish men out there that you at least expect that are on the down low. So I feel like you're wearing heels, you're wearing tight pants, you're wearing because you can wear makeup and be feminine, right?
No, I don't think that's too far off.
Yes, it is because it's a man that I saw on YouTube. He was wearing foundation to hide his I guess his acne, but he was straight. He was married.
But we're talking about like feminine on the feminine side. Like, let's
But
say a guy wants a woman to make all the decisions in the relationship. That's another feminine trait.
No, that's not a feminine trait. We're
Yes, it
talking about,
is.
okay, are you talking about like the appearances? Because that's what we were talking about at first. We were talking about the appearances of
It
not about
could be
paying
with
bills.
yes, it could be with the appearances, but it could also be how they act,
What do you
you
mean?
know. Okay, so what I mean is, there are some feminine traits in some guys where they might have been with women. They may have grown up to be around women a lot.
Okay.
So that's what I mean about when they step out to have an actual relationship. Okay, so he is letting the woman make all the decisions. Someone said that's like a feminine trait.
Okay, so let me ask a question. So, not a question. Let me say this.
And
So,
the
I'm in a,
skinny and the skin
huh?
I'm sorry, and the skinny jeans, and just like, I mean, that's to me kind of fashion like.
No, if you're talking about skinny jeans with heels or just skinny jeans by itself.
But skinny jeans by itself, let's do
Okay,
that.
okay,
But you
okay,
do
yes,
see
okay.
rappers with
Okay,
heels
there's
on
some
too.
rappers that does skinny jeans. I can all say that. But when you're talking about a grown man, and I could be wrong, wearing high heel shoes that's fit for a woman.
No, 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 not those.
Okay,
Not those,
okay,
but
see,
they have
but
the
see,
tennis
Dominic, you got to get
shoes.
into details because
Okay, I'm gonna get in the
your
details.
image of a high heel shoe is not my image. I'm
Have
thinking
you
about
seen them
stilettos.
before, Natalie? Have you seen them before? Like the tennis shoes with they're high. The rappers be wearing. I don't know if she can hear me or not.
I never heard of
The
a rapper
the ones that are
wearing heels.
hot. The wait, which ones? The Balenciagas.
It is some tennis shoes now where they're wearing the rappers, the famous rappers, where it kind of have like a heel to them, like they're higher from the ground.
Call them boots because when
They're like
you
a little
say
wedge.
heels, when you say heels, Dominic, I'm thinking about a high heel shoe, and I'm
No,
thinking about a
no,
high heel shoe with
no.
some tight pants on, and I'm thinking to myself like that means he's because you see that all the time. It's a normal thing, like, but you can't say he's in a relationship with a woman and he's wearing high heel shoes and skinny jeans because that's how I'm visualizing him. Like, okay,
What
he's
you
just like a
think about
woman.
the skinny jeans, Natalie? Is that just fashion to you, or though that's a feminine trait from a guy?
Oh, that's a tough one. When they're too skinny, that's feminine. But when they're fitted, okay, some people can rock that and it doesn't look like leggings. But when it's
Okay,
tight and it's like you could see the shape and form of your butt, that is gay. Especially then you want to try to sag your pants. Like, no, that's
thank you,
like I
Natalie.
understand a nice pair of slacks that are, form fitting, but you know, mm-mm, I
Okay,
can't
then
do the
y'all was probably taking my skinny jeans too far off.
Because what I pictured, no, no, the reason why I say that is because a lot of the videos I watch, I see men that are in skinny jeans, heels, with makeup on, but they address themselves as being gay. I'm talking about they're fashioned out to a T. Much respect to them because they look good. But I'm just saying, they address themselves as being gay. You may have some men that has feminine traits and they don't want to come out like that as being gay. You know what I mean? So they could be undercover or, you know, because if I'm
mm-mm,
dating a guy and in the back of my mind, I'm like, he doing some stuff I'm doing. That's not normal. You know what I mean? It's going to
mm-mm.
make you think. You see? It's going to make me think. It's going to make me question myself like, man, is he undercover? Is he gay? You know what I mean? And I
So
always, and this is why I'm going to say this on live. If you guys don't have a gay friend in your life, get one because they will always reveal who's gay or not. You always go to say, hey, is my partner like that? And they be like, yes, baby, let him go. You don't see the signs? You better get one. They will let you know, like he's
yes, they
twerking, girl.
will.
He's twerking over there. You better get you a gay friend. They the CIA and the FBI. So
What
yes,
y'all think? Do y'all really think masculinity is fading away? Do y'all feel like that?
I don't
yeah.
think so.
Um, I do. I do, and the reason why I say that because find myself seeing grown men crying and pouting over little kitty stuff is instead of accepting responsibility and doing what they need to do. I'm not used to that. I'm not used to a man throwing a hissy fit and pouting like a toddler. That's just me. But I could be wrong.
What about you, Natalie?
What was the last thing you said?
Do you feel like masculine men are fading away?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I mean, I feel like certain things are being like broadcasted a little bit more than we're used to, just to like bring in a whole idea of inclusion for everybody. But I feel like, I mean, the men that have been masculine, like, I feel like they're still masculine. I don't know. I don't think I don't think it's fading. I just think certain things are just being put to the forefront a little more than
So,
we're
what do you
used
mean by
to.
masculine, Dominique? Like, 'cause you can be masculine and still do stuff undercover and hide some stuff. I'm
No,
just
I'm
saying.
not. Well, just generally speaking, from
Okay,
the
gotcha.
subject of feminine men, feminine
Got it.
traits.
Got it. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, there we go. Okay, I understand what you're saying now.
Let's say traits.
Okay, let's say traits.
Mhm.
So when do you let him or her? Well, we don't have a man here to elaborate on this, but when do you let him meet your parents?
Shoot. I I'm not into that personally. I feel like when we damn near about to be married and after engagement, that's when they need to meet the parents when it's serious and for real.
Um, I would say the same thing as Natalie, but I wouldn't wait as long because I don't want to be in a relationship with somebody that can't get along with my family. And also, I need to get along with his family. And that's one thing I said I would establish in my next relationship. I want to have an amazing relationship with his family as well as I want him to have one with my family. So I would say maybe the first 6 months,
Mm.
just to see if my dad can vibe with him. If my dad say nope, then I may have to rethink some things because honestly, parents see more things than what we expect. And if
Right.
I were, if I would have listened the first time to my parents, things would happen differently. But so that's
Right,
why
but
I think,
that's the thing. So what if they, things you wait the 6 months, they meet your parents, not really feeling it. You meet somebody else, you wait 6 months, not really feeling it. In the next 5 years, that could be 10 different, like you
yeah,
can't.
that is true. That is true, Natalie. But that's why
True,
you have to.
Natalie. Hmm.
That Natalie is telling the truth, but that's when you have to really sit down and talk with your parents and say, "Hey, I really like this guy. Like, I need you guys to really fill him out and see if we can work together long term." You see what I mean? You have to really have
Yeah.
that heart to heart conversation with your parents. You see?
Hmm.
So I got some comments here for y'all because I asked that question as well on Facebook. So a woman said, "Never. People aren't honest with themselves anymore. So why risk it? Period."
I agree. And a lot of people say stuff like that because, like she said, they're not honest. So clearly, she has been in a situation where people wasn't honest with her, and that probably could have hurt her. Matter of fact, it did hurt her. You see, so I agree. Sometimes a person gets scarred to the point where they don't want nobody around their family.
Hmm.
We have
Very true.
another man's opinion. It says, when you are past the initial stage and things start to heat up and get very serious, when both parties start to make commitments.
They said things get serious when both parties make commitment.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Well, it
Another man
depends.
Another man said, never. I won't meet another set of parents again, and nobody meeting mine. It's a waste. When 3 years, you're going to be getting over them, meeting someone else.
Ooh,
Mhm.
ouch. Who is that, Dominique? He's been scarred.
Yeah.
You can hear it all in his message. He said never. So clearly, so like once again, we're getting back to these are the people that has been hurt. You see, so these are men. So can you imagine, like the men are speaking out now, not women. These are men. You see,
Got
so
another
these are
one.
probably good men that have been taken advantage of.
Yeah, that was just, yeah, it's more. Now, a woman said, answered it, but I'm going to say never too, since I don't want no one in my business. Do your parents really be in your business?
Yeah, there's a few parents that be in the business. Well, my family, we're close. I have a very close knit family, and we do everything together. Aunties, uncles, like we plan family trips together and everything. So that's how I was brought up. That's how I was raised. Like with my family, we still sit down and do Sunday dinner. You see what I mean? That's how close we are. And I want the same thing for my family as well. I want to continue to keep that up going on for my children and my grandchildren and my great grandchildren. That's how long I'm going to stay alive, y'all, for my great grandchildren. So, but I want that because I love that. I love the family. I just love having both sides connected together. It's just an amazing feeling. You know what I mean? So I
Right.
would want my family to be involved. I want to have a huge wedding with my family, all my family involved. You see? So I guess everybody's just different. But if you don't have those parents, they're like nosy, and that won't try to separate your relationship, but encourage your relationship and pray over your relationship and speak positive things over your relationship. It will go a different way than you have a toxic person that's trying to destroy your relationship. You see what I mean? Because you have some
Right.
family members that you have some moms and dads that are like that. That would just is they're just toxic people and they don't want the best for you or your spouse. But I don't have that in my family. Like when I used to get in an argument with my ex, my mom be like, Edwina, go to your prayer closet. I don't want to be involved. You need to go pray over him and ask God to fix this, whatever you guys are going through. And I'm like, what kind of advice is that? You're supposed to be on my side. She was like, no, I'm not on your side. I'm not on his side. I'm on God's side and he's going to fix it. I was like, oh, let me go to my prayer closet and have a talk with God and tell him to fix him. Don't fix me. So, but no, that's the type of mom I have. So, and I know that she will encourage me in my next relationship as well.
Someone else said, the sooner the better. That was another male.
The sooner the better.
I said, interesting. How soon, may I ask? He said, I personally would start the conversation with them. Not that I need approval. I just want the woman to see that I am a family man.
I just said that. See, I
Yeah.
think it's different how you're raised because that's how I am. We are a family. My Natalie, ask Dominique. My family, we're really tight, close knit. Like
I'll be
I
back.
can call.
I'll be back.
Okay, I can call my mom and say, "Mom, I need you to fly into the States and stay with me for 5 months," and she won't even ask me why. She'll get on the next flight and be like, "Okay, you me bring you some candy from Dominica?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Mhm.
That's the type of mom I have. Anytime I need her, she's here for me. Ups
Mhm.
and downs, everything. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You still doing your hookah?
No, that hookah is burnt out.
Yeah.
I really gotta get back to studying. Been studying for this real estate exam.
Okay. That's good. My sister
Yeah.
did that like 2 years ago, real estate. Now she's working for what's her name? Williams. Uh Kelly Williams, something like that. She works for her in
Oh
DC.
yeah, Keller Williams.
Yeah, yeah, she's really good. Like my sister, she's licensed in DC, Virginia, and Maryland.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh yeah, she's making the big bucks, girl, and stingy with it.
Child, that's a lot of work she put in.
Yeah, she put a lot of work. My sister has always been like that, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's just her. Yeah,
Glad.
yeah, she puts in a lot of work. Dominique better come on before I call Uber Eats. Like, we'll make an order.
What you
Yeah,
gonna get?
I'm thinking about getting Wing Ranch if it's still open. But Taco Mac stay open till like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I said I wasn't gonna do it, but they have like the best beef tacos, Taco
Mm-hmm.
Mac, and I get that, and I get like a thing of wings to the side. But I'm trying to lay off the carbs.
Yeah, it's hard.
It
Some
is, and like
option.
I said, only thing I'm trying to lose is, and I really don't have to lose my stomach. I just want it to be like nice, 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 body yada yada. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I like my hips and everything else, but you know how you're a woman, you have that little bit of pooch at the very bottom.
Mhm.
I can't stand it. So
Ain't much you could do about that one, huh?
no, no,
No, I got it formulating by the day.
man.
I get a BBL.
Oh, here she go. So yeah, and Fridays you don't want to cook. You just want to lay back and watch your shows. And Dominique got me on this show called, what is it called that we was watching? Dominique, Clickbait. Man, have you seen that?
Yes, it's so
Oh,
good.
it's so good, Natalie.
I
Man,
tried to start it, but I don't know. It's like I don't know. I gotta turn it up or something to really get into it because I tried to watch it like 2 or 3 times now, and it's just not.
were
I think
you
it's
doing
that
something when you
girl.
was watching it? Because you have to literally be sitting down, like focus on it.
It's the sister. The way she acts,
Oh yeah, I get it. Tune
like,
her
is
out.
this fake or what?
No, tune her out. First off, they
No.
should have got somebody better. But just, if you could tune her out, it's really good.
I'm like, this girl, I don't know what she
Yeah.
got
Yeah,
going on.
Natalie, do you like suspense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
yeah, it's
'Cause
good,
some people
Natalie.
can't get into suspense. Like,
Yeah, I can. I like it.
what y'all think about Mama's Boys?
Oh, I haven't gotten into that yet. Are you talking about just Mama's Boys in general, or is it a show?
Yeah. Say you and your man have plans, but his mama say something else, so y'all gotta cancel all y'all plans and do what mama said.
That's some childish shit. Then maybe when we were 18, but I wish a nigga would
Yeah.
nowadays.
I'm not gonna answer that question because I don't think people are gonna like me if I answer that. So I want them to like me.
Mm,
So
you gotta grow up. If you still
let
sucking
me.
mama's titty, you gotta grow up.
Natalie,
You gotta grow up. I'm
I'm seeing a
sorry.
different side to you. She said
That
sucking on mommy's titty.
is
Yeah.
not as a grown man. Like I understand you love your mom, you respect your mom, but
So do y'all think a mama's boy also come like when you're dating or in a relationship with someone, you have to cook a certain way, you have to make it a certain way, like his mama does it? Like, what y'all think about that?
No, he's with you. He's not
right.
with your mother. Now he can make suggestions and be like, you know what? Hey, my mom makes some good steak with shrimp and baked potatoes. Okay, babe, I can hook you up, but my cooking method is not going to be the same as your mom cooking method. And you never know. He may try your food and be like, man, you got my mom beat. Like, yeah, I know, because I can cook. That's what them island girls do. We cook.
Oh.
Okay. We can throw down in the kitchen. So,
What
yeah.
about what y'all think about the man who still live with their mama, but they have enough money to live by
Oh
themselves?
no, that's not cutting it.
Well, okay, listen. Are they?
Natalie
No, no,
said
no, 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 no,
no.
no,
No,
Natalie. The question
no.
is, are they saving up to get in a house? Because sometimes we go to that stage, the stages of trying to find a house or trying to find an apartment. This is just like I'm going to stay with mom for a couple of months until I find something else for me. Is it that, or is he just
Couple of
lives with
months
his mom?
turns into a couple of years, turns into another year. Oh, I just want to save and save and save and save. Well, you might as well stay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
because
think
by the
sometimes
time when
they
he
take too
leaves, his mom gonna
long.
be old. He
They
gonna be her caregiver. Let me
they
stop.
are they just
Girl,
This is
what?
why. Shut up. He gonna be her caregiver. Now I don't mind. Let me say this off because I want to see like I'm being mean. If I'm married to him and his mother wants to come stay with us, I don't mind that. But if you're living with your mother and you're not trying to get out, okay, that's a whole nother ball game.
Okay, so what about the man that can't see no wrong in his mom, no matter how much she violates y'all, and he won't stand up to her?
I'm
Oh,
out of
you run for the hills and don't look back.
gotta go.
Yeah, just run. Don't look back, y'all. Don't look back.
But would you say, okay, if he say it's out of respect, then what you say then?
You run from the hills and you never look back. Because let me tell you something, in a relationship, if his mother tried to come in any type of way, he's not going to see no wrong. Your relationship would never grow because he's never going to correct his mother to respect his wife. And if I'm not mistaken, in the Bible, it says, you leave your mother and your father and you cleave to your wife. That means you leave them behind and you start a new foundation with you and your spouse.
Oh, you
And your
tapping into
mother,
something.
oh girl, oh, I felt that in my shanana. And the mother is supposed to take her place and back up and let y'all grow together. So when y'all have kids, your kids will see that. You see what I mean?
Mm,
All right now.
okay.
Okay.
So when do y'all think when men pillow talk to their mother, is that considered a mama's boy?
Wait,
What y'all would think?
they're men that pillow talk? That means they be on the phone talking with their mom about us?
That's weird.
Girl, that's weird. That they need to stop. I thought couples pillow talk. I didn't know moms and sons pillow talk.
Some moms are very dramatic. Like they just like to gossip and they just like to be all in your business and try to stir some shit up. But it's like, how old are you?
Yeah.
And if their mom is that immature,
Half
the
of the
son
time
is
they're 55
immature.
still in the those moms are 55 still in the clubs running the streets.
Facts.
Wow, yeah. Like
Uh,
I don't know because y'all business become her business now.
But
So
how but how is
we're
that,
Whose
Dominique?
business?
yeah, like if you're with a man that likes to pillow talk to his mom,
Oh, yeah.
eventually y'all business will become hers.
No,
Facts.
it won't be my business because I wouldn't be with him. So they have to make that work themselves because Edwina's not going to be with a man.
Yeah.
You're pillow talking with your mom, but like, mom, guess what she did today? No, baby, tell me, sweetheart. She made my dinner wrong. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my God, no.
Yes, this is the pillow talk. But like I told her, do not go into the checkings account to take this money, and she's still dead.
Dang.
I know,
Damn.
right?
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I think it should be a limit to that. Like, I understand.
It shouldn't, honestly. I see where you're coming from, where it should be a limit. But let me tell you one thing: if there's any negative thing that your spouse, boyfriend, significant other is saying to their mother, that's the impression she's gonna always have on
Correct.
her.
Correct.
You see what I mean? So it doesn't matter how amazing this woman is, she hasn't taken the time to really find her and learn her and study her and figure that out herself. She already has a negative impact about her, and
Correct.
it's wrong. And her son could be wrong in the midst, but she doesn't see it that way because you want to know why? That's her baby, and her baby can't do anything
Oh, of
wrong.
course, you can't tell mama nothing.
Oh
But,
no,
at the end of the day, yes, I do feel like you, Edwina. I feel like that shouldn't be going on in a relationship anyway, because
no.
I feel like once you get your mom involved, it's like your mom look at your partner at a different in a different way, you know. So if you're pillow talking to your mom and saying this, that, and the other, well, do you expect her to still like your partner? You know, because if you're telling her the business where y'all have arguments or y'all might get into a small, you know, confrontation or whatever the case may be, now is like, it's always three part of a story, like you say, him,
Yes.
her, and the truth.
Amen.
Nobody knows the truth but who?
God.
Exactly.
Facts.
So, you know, you're only telling your side of the story. You're making the other person look bad. So therefore, now you painted this picture.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I totally feel you on that.
Yeah. So that's why, and it's not just moms, anybody shouldn't be in your relationship, because there's sometimes where there are men that will have pillow talk with their ex baby mothers. That has happened. Or a close friend or a brother or anybody. You see what I mean? So when you establish that relationship, you have to let them know from the beginning, hey, this is what I expect. I don't expect for you to take what we have going on and tell the world about it. We have to keep certain things between us.
That's a feminine man.
Girl, you said that again.
That's a feminine trait, right? It would go
Yes,
back to the feminine
yes,
trait.
yeah.
That's
Especially if
true.
you're having pillow talk with your mother, like,
Mm-mm.
no. Because when I think about pillow talk, I think about me relaxing after a long day at work and I'm just sitting down with my man and we're just talking about people and gossiping about people. That's what I think about pillow talk.
Well,
You know what
that's
I
gonna
mean?
be the same if you're in a relationship. Gossiping,
Yeah.
gossiping about your wife, your
Yeah.
girlfriend, you know,
But
whoever.
but another thing that shows you the respect he has for you if he's going behind your back gossiping about you. Whatever he has to say, I feel like, now to listen to this, he should be man enough, not feminine, man enough to approach you and say, babe, I don't like X, Y, and Z. Period. Let's work on this together.
Yes, let's try to fix this.
Okay. You see what I mean? If you say you have this nasty attitude, okay, babe, let's fix my attitude together. If you're flip at the mouth, let's fix it together. You see what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, I feel that. I
But you
think
made a
it's
comment the
very.
other day, Dominique, and you told me that you actually got it from somebody saying that a lot of women, they don't want to work with the man. They want the man already prepared and ready to go. What did you say? Oven hot or something like that?
Hot and ready.
Hot and ready. But you know, I'm about to flip it on you. But when a woman's not hot and ready, they want to run. When a woman has attitude issues or they may
Oh,
be toxic in their own way, they want to run. You see? So you want me to work with you and elevate you to the next level, but you can't do the same for me? Okay.
yeah, I think it worked both ways though. Like,
Exactly.
and I don't
Exactly.
think you should. I don't expect anyone to be hot and ready. I think a lot of people are raised, you know, different. Everybody is raised differently. So, you know, they might have taught you something that, you know, your family might have taught you something that my family might have not taught me. You know what I'm saying? But I think people get used to how they were taught at home that then they get in a relationship. I'm not saying everybody, some people, and they just want it that way. And if it's not that way, then they're not ready for that person.
Yeah, that's true. I can agree with what you're saying because I had an image of what I wanted out of that relationship, but then I had to realize this man is not my father. You know, this man may not open the door for me like I want him to, or tell me certain things how my dad used to tell me. I have to meet him on his level. But when you meet somebody on their level and then, like you said, bring their mother involved, that adds more to it. And it's stressful and it can break up a good home when you're really trying to work with your significant other.
True, true. Yeah. All right, y'all. So we had
Good
a good
point.
conversation today.
Mhm. Just some good
We
points.
did. We have an amazing conversation. And like I said earlier, if you have not took a look at the 50/50 episode, please go back and take a look at it. And also don't forget to hop on with us tomorrow. What time, Dominique? 9?
9 o'clock
9 o'clock
p.m.
tomorrow. We are going to be talking about the pandemic, talk about y'all favorite president. I'm gonna say it again, y'all favorite president. We're gonna talk about the vaccinations and what's going on in the school
Some,
systems.
somebody
The,
called him Joe Money Biden.
No.
look, we're gonna talk about y'all president and the vaccinations and what I had to go through today to pick up my son from school because the bus drivers went on strike, so all the buses
What?
were gone. Girl, yes. I was hot, but I can't tell y'all now. I gotta tell y'all tomorrow. So if you guys want to know what happened to me, how my son got stranded and didn't have a bus, the Cab County has no buses. Tune in tomorrow at 9 o'clock.
Wow.
Juicy, juicy.
Okay.